putas! Welcome back to another episode of Big Mood.
You said it so cheerful.
Hola putas!
Like you're Dora the Explorer.
That was cute. I also like how you said the P with your gut. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Putas.
Hola putas! What's up, fool? Anyways, welcome back to another episode.
Hey, don't appropriate my culture.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Mood. It's the new year, awesome, and we are missing one babe here, Jess, because
One
she's
puta.
we're
Yeah.
missing a puta. She won't be here today, but don't worry, it's not like she got kicked out or anything. It's fine. I know you guys like to go all crazy online, but
She
I
didn't
got
leave us.
two other pretty ladies with me. First, I will introduce myself. I am Gina. I got Gina here.
I got Tiff.
I got Nikki.
Yeah. And today's episode will be about red flags
Yeah.
in
dating.
romantic relationships and friendships.
And friendships.
And
Ooh.
yeah, I mean, basically anyone that you meet, really.
Acquaintances.
Yeah.
Coworkers.
I like that.
Because I feel like over the years, like especially like during our 20s, and younger, we overlook so many red flags because we
You don't know.
our
You
boundaries.
just don't know.
We want to be nice to people and we want people in our lives. And then when you hit your 30s, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
These are my red flags. Get the fuck out.
I think also like you can kind of know, like I didn't know what was normal and not
Right.
when you're that young.
That's
There's no
true.
nothing to compare to. But then once you get older, you're like, oh, you know what? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
so
seen this
I actually
before.
don't have to do this.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like once you get older, you start recognizing patterns in people's behaviors and their actions. And then that's when you're like, oh, I've seen this before. No, we're not doing that again.
Yo, your lashes look really nice today.
They're fake.
Oh, they're
Thank you.
still really
They look
nice.
very
What?
nice.
You know what? That's
and
not even-
natural.
that's-
I know Gina hates it when I wear false lashes because she's like, why? You already have such nice lashes. Why do you have to add more?
Because
greedy.
it looks
is what
really
you
good on
are.
camera.
It does. They pop. Because for me, every time I'm doing my makeup, I'm like, should I put mascara on or deal with fake lashes? Fucking Gina, you're
Greedy.
so
Do you know how much we suffer? These Asian lashes over here. I don't want to hear from you either.
I'm only half Asian.
Yeah. So I was recently. I've had to deal with a lot of like really enforcing my boundaries and stuff, and then another topic came up about like I think I saw it on TikTok. A red flag in a friendship, and I was like, oh my god, this would be great to talk about. So I wanted to hopefully save someone out there that's watching this from letting the wrong people into your life when the red flags are so obvious.
Exactly. And another thing too is that at the time where I was dealing with really toxic people, they're very manipulative and like good at like getting you to believe that you're crazy. And I really struggled with that because I was dating a narcissist and they cut you off from like all of your close friends and family. It's really great. And so then you don't have anyone to like bounce it off of like, hey, am I crazy or is this like normal? So you just believe everything they say because you think that they love you, so they have your best interest in mind. So for anyone out there who maybe these signs resonate with, and you were like, am I crazy or not, or am I being an asshole and my partner is crazy or whatever, you're not alone.
Right. And it's good to have friends like that because I can't even count how many times I went to you guys in the group chat like, guys, am I being insane right now? And then I will try to tell the story, my side or both sides of the story as unbiased as I can. And there are times when the girls are like, yeah, you need to calm down, so you can't have someone cut you out like that. But let's start off with the red flags. Go ahead, Tiff. What's your red flag?
Well, because right now we're talking about friendships specifically. That's what's in my mind, the forefront of my mind. And for me, a big red flag that I know I won't stand for in the future is when a person uses you, like your supposed friend uses you for like the butt of a joke, but like using your personal intimate details that you shared with them as the butt of a joke. That right there is like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? And then that's actually happened even like in high school. Like I would see that pattern, but then not until my adulthood, that's when I was like, wait, this ain't right. Like I'm not going to stand for that anymore. But the reason why I would let it slide a lot is because I was always that girl that I'm like, oh, I'm cool. Like, I'm chill. Like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. That was a funny joke. Like, yeah, you're so funny.
You don't want to be called like, oh, you're so sensitive.
Exactly. Because, dude, like whenever I would say anything that would bother me, then immediately, particularly with these people, they instead of listening to the fact that like my feelings were hurt, or like that kind of crossed the boundary that I had, or like, you know, don't be leaking my private shit out there for the butt of your joke. Like whenever I would express any of that, these people would use that and call me out for being sensitive and saying like, oh, you just can't take a joke, like this wasn't that serious, but now you're making it so serious. Or they would just twist it to turn it around to make it seem like I'm the one that is crazy and I should not be tripping over something so insignificant.
Right. Like they determined that it's insignificant.
Exactly.
For
They
them,
determined
so
that. Right.
you shouldn't be bothered by it. Yeah, I don't like anyone that sets other people's boundaries for them.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, tells you what, like, oh, well, you shouldn't be bothered by that, or
Yeah.
you know, that's not a big deal.
That's
There's
true.
a thing I always heard online that said you don't get to decide if you hurt someone's feelings. If they say that you hurt their feelings, then you did. You don't get to decide for them. Like, no, I didn't. You know.
Right.
And I feel like if you're making a joke at the expense of someone else and that person's not laughing, you're not funny. You're being a dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I love roasting. Steve and I just roast each other all the time.
Yeah.
And a good roast is like one that you just didn't see coming,
Yeah.
where you're just like, ooh, that was so good. That was like a good callback and it was like done well. But if at any point the other person's,
they're such stand-up comedians. Oh, look at that callback to the first
you know, very professional terminology here. But as soon as someone's not laughing is when it's like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Right.
Are you okay? Like, I didn't mean, just so you know, like I was not trying to. And it's always just like, it should be, oh, hey, I crossed a line. I am sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
And if it's not that, if they're like, hey, what the fuck? Like, why are you getting so butthurt? Like, that's a huge red flag.
Exactly. Because then that just shows like how selfish and narcissistic they are in that situation. They can't see past their own nose and realize that they're hurting a supposed loved one.
And
right?
then, I mean, it digs even, it's like salt in the wound too, because it's like, if a couple times I've been like in a group situation and it's actually, there was a group that I was part of that
sexually.
No,
Actually, she said.
Oh,
Actually-
sorry.
It did sound like sexual.
oh
Yeah.
shit, sorry, actually
There was a group that I was part of sexually. Okay. Just gonna
we
gloss
did a lot
past
of
that.
a lot of group things, a lot of group activities I was uncomfortable with. No, I was part of a group and I wanted to fit in, and I was also the only girl of the group, and so this group roasted each other a lot, but a lot of the times all of the guys would gang up on me, and then I had nobody like on my side. Like, it wasn't just a equally shared roast, it was like a them versus me. And it a couple times I did go to the bathroom and cry because I was like, I don't want to be uncool because like we all roast each other, but it's hard when like everyone gets to be on one team and then you are on the other team, and I didn't know how to like vocalize that discomfort. And then the one time that I did, it was like they further embarrassed me. So I was already embarrassed that I was like feeling bad about it, and then it's like they pile onto it. I don't know. I've learned from that, and now whenever that happens, I immediately address it. And usually the people are very like, you know, like how I said, like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. And I think that's a good boundary to set.
Right.
That's true. How is it that you tend to address it?
Oh, I'm just like, ooh, I don't want to go there. Like that. Oh, that was, ouch, that one hurt, or whatever. So it's like still light, but it's like, ooh, ouch. Can we not?
Yeah. I've like, if they were to say something that bothers me, I'll just be like, don't go there. And then it's usually when they stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they don't get the hint, if they think that you're still kidding or whatever,
Then you bring up their dead grandmother. It's like, you
damn.
want to go there? We're gonna go there.
you fight fire with fire.
You remember that RIP in your Instagram bio?
Gina's like, so you've chosen death.
You've chosen poorly.
Yeah, Gina doesn't hold back.
One of my big red flags that I didn't know about, I mean, it's kind of a popular term now, but at the time it wasn't really a popular term, but gaslighting.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like the amount of times in relationships for one, but then friendships, like there was a couple times in friendships where they would do something and immediately, like just after they finished doing it, they're saying that I did that thing.
Wow.
And it was such a mind fuck that I was like, I don't even know how to address this. Like when someone's doing something, it's like me hitting Tiff and being like, Tiff, stop hitting me.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah,
what
it's
do
like, how do you deal with that?
Or like,
address
oh
that?
no, I would never hit you. Like that's not me at all. Like what are you talking about? You're crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit.
And then there's no third party to like validate. Like,
Yeah.
is anyone, oh my God, like what reality am I in?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle that.
I remember one of the common tactics of that in relationships was when I was like, this is like a decade ago when I got cheated on, and it was always, you're being crazy. Like, of course, like, no, like I didn't ask for a condom for me. It was for my friend, you know, like you're just being crazy. You know what? Like you need to calm down because you're
Oof.
overreacting.
As soon as they deflect and they refuse to take any accountability for themselves, that is a huge red flag for me. Where I'm like, this is how immature you are. This is how children deal with their problems. Like it's like, it wasn't me. It was Susie. Like what?
That's right. It is like, oh yeah, that was me. It was. That's right. It is what children do.
Like you have chocolate all over your face.
Right.
No, I don't like chocolate.
Yeah. You're crazy.
Crazy.
Insane.
Who's Joey?
Joey doesn't share food. One of mine is it actually kind of, I've dealt with this a couple times. I'm very weary of people who don't have close friends or who have lost groups of friends, like a whole ass group or multiple groups. Because I remember there's this one girl that my friend dated, and she was like, yeah, you know, my ex was so shitty to me. I lost the whole entire group of friends. And then, you know, like I kind of really like, how does a whole group believe one person and cut you out? And then it turns out later on that she was insane. She was like cheating on him and blah blah blah. She did the same thing to my friend that she was dating.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm very weary of people who are like, who cannot stay in groups of friends for too long and something always happens. And people who don't have a best friend. Like, have you ever met someone's like, who is your best friend? Like, who do you go to? Like, if you ask me, I have you guys, I have my high school friends to go to when things go wrong. But I've met a few people who are just like, who is your best friend? Why are you jumping from group to group? But I will also say this doesn't include people who are kind of like socially awkward, who are not, who can't put themselves out there. But if you're like, hey, you know, like I'm fucking awesome, I'm your friend, you're my friend, whatever, very outgoing people, but you still cannot keep a group of friends, that's a huge red flag. Because in all those group of friends that you've lost, all those friendships that you've broken, whatever, the only common denominator is you.
Yeah.
Right. So you are probably the problem.
Yeah, because whenever something's a pattern,
right?
You know, and if it's just once, then it's like, oh, okay, there's an opportunity to learn. We all fuck up, make mistakes, and you could have done something in that group of friends, and then it's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that, and then you never do it again, and then you build new friendships. But if it's a pattern that continuously happens, then you got to look within yourself and go,
right,
maybe I'm the problem.
Because I'm a bitch. Like I'm a terrible person.
You're bitch. So not.
I'm kind of shitty.
You're
kind of
so
shitty.
not.
Gina wishes she was shitty just so she could wear the label.
Right.
She loves it. She's got her villain merch. She's like, I'm a villain. I'm so bad. I'm evil.
She's a fucking angel.
She's so fucking sweet.
You're killing my brand. I'm gonna lose money.
She didn't give us a Christmas present though. So
that's true.
Oh, and it is her love language. But
whatever. You know, whatever. So she is a bitch.
Yeah. Because I like to say that I'm not the nicest person in the world, but even I am capable of having close friendships over a decade.
See, here's how I see you, Gina. I see you as, because I see us being very similar in certain ways, except for when you get mad, you get vocal, and I just shut her down. But when you give everyone a base level of kindness, you know, you meet someone, you're not a bitch to anybody. Like you're not that like hard exterior, like they got to earn it.
Right.
Like you give a base level of kindness. Everyone,
and that base level is pretty high.
It's
up
pretty
there
good.
Like other people, like their base level of kindness is like here. Gina's is like here.
Yeah,
you're really
it's up
kind.
there. It's like you make people feel included. You know, everyone starts off equally. Then if they do something, then they go down a notch, you know, and then well like deserved. Maybe they can earn it back or whatever. But I feel you're pretty fair, and I feel like that's how I would want all my friends to be.
Right.
Because
I think my bitchiness is usually just.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't go out of my way to be malicious.
Yeah.
There has to be a very
someone's
got
to earn your bitchiness.
Right. Yeah. Like you really got to earn me being like mean to you.
Yeah.
You know? But can you guys stop it? My fans think I'm a thug, so can you guys?
Oh, sorry. I mean, she the other day
scary.
hit me with some brass knuckles. And I was like, ouchies.
Thank
That hurt.
God, it's ruining my brain. But yeah, so it's like I'm very weary of people like that, and that also ties into relationship and dating. If I ever date a guy and I hear all my exes are crazy, all my exes are insane,
oof.
it's like, oh, it's you. What
Yeah.
did you do?
Yep.
You're the common denominator. It's either you are the shitty person, or there's something wrong with you that you pick all the wrong people for you, like all the crazy ones for you. So you are the common denominator.
Yep.
You know what it reminded me of too when I was talking about the way you operate, because I knew someone that was the like opposite of that, and in a way that here's what it's like. It's like if they're inconsistent with how they treat you,
Right.
where some days it's okay to like be jokey,
Right.
and then the next day you joke the same way, and then they're pissed at you, or like they try to like get back at you for something, and like you're like, wait, what did I do? We were just, it's the same, and where the relationship isn't clear,
Right.
and then you're just kind of walking on eggshells every time you're around them.
Yeah.
I hate the walking on eggshells. The walking on eggshells, I would rather never speak to that person again
True.
than have to like walk on eggshells around them.
True. This is
Yeah,
true.
that's for sure a good red flag there. Because I've definitely been in situations like that where I'm like, why is this so inconsistent? Like, it makes no sense. Like, why are you one day super lovey-dovey?
Relationships
and, like,
too,
really,
yeah. Mhm.
Right. Relationships, and even in friendships for sure. Or like even with coworkers. Like I've had, like when I used to work at the hospital, oh my goodness, it was like high school there. It was crazy. But yeah, like I had this one coworker where she was way older than me. Because when I started working there, I was 18 or 19. I was 19. So I was the youngest one. And then like this lady was like in her late 40s, maybe 50s. And so like they would always refer to me as her mini me because like we kind of look similar. And so she used to like, some days she'd be like, oh, my mini me and whatever, and be all sweet. And then other days she'd be like a fucking cunt. Like she was a bitch to me. Like she would treat me like as if I was this stupid child that didn't know how to do their job, and then turn around and then go talk shit about me to my coworkers, and then go tell my boss that I was doing something wrong when I really wasn't. And then like my boss would come over and check up on what I'm doing based off of this one other lady, what she said. And then I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like I've been doing this one particular job. Like, how was I doing that other thing that she said? Like, she was lying about me and trying to get me in trouble. Right. But then to my face, sometimes she would be like really sweet and like try to share her lunch with me and stuff. And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Like, and then I realized with her specifically, like she taught me that it's not always about me, like when people are mean to me, because her in her life, her husband like had like lost his toes, so he couldn't work anymore, and then her older kid was like doing drugs and like running away from home, and like her home life was a wreck. So I think she came to work and then like she used me as a target to like vent out her home life bullshit onto me somehow. And I realized like, oh fuck, it wasn't even about me. But
right.
But still, like that was a huge red flag, like the inconsistency there.
I had a boss like that. He had some fucked up teeth.
Did he, Gina?
Yeah, he had some fucked up teeth.
You know what he could have used?
What could he use?
He could have used Candid. So, are you unhappy with your smile? You don't have to be, because thousands of people have used Candid, the clear, comfortable, removable, and practically invisible.
Gina.
Not like Gina. She's not being invisible. Practically invisible aligners to help straighten their teeth. And now they love their smile. So Candid is here to help straighten your teeth so you can fall in love with your smile too. So your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. You'll have the same quality of care you'll get from an in-office orthodontist from the comfort and convenience of your own home. And while other companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. With Candid, the same orthodontist who created your plan is with you from the start to finish, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then, and it costs thousands less than traditional braces. Become your best you. Start straightening your teeth today. Right now, you can save $75 on Candid Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/mood and use code mood. That's candidco.com/mood, code mood. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/mood, code mood.
Are you guys irresponsible like me, even when it comes to really, really big events like your wedding? Your wedding? Oh, look at you all happy. If you're engaged and not sure how to make your wedding happen, join a million couples who have planned their weddings with Zola. Zola makes wedding planning easier and less stressful by creating everything couples need all in one place. From wedding vendors, save the dates and invitations, free websites, registries, and more. Zola helps you find wedding vendors in your area. All vendors are pre-screened so you can skip endless back and forth with vendors who aren't right for you, like the guy who catered my birthday. Zola will start conversations with any vendor for you. You can also explore save the dates and invitations. Zola's cards can be easily customized with different paper types, foil, and more. You can also create a wedding website for free. Hundreds of beautiful designs, all with matching save the dates and invitations, and you can set it up in minutes. You can also build your registry with Zola. Zola has the most fun and easy registry. Fill your registry with gifts, cool experiences, and cash funds all in one place. Use thoughtfully designed smart tools that simplify every step down to writing thank yous. This is great for someone like me because I hate
saying thank
any
you.
of this. Yeah, thank you. Just come, give me my present and leave. Don't even eat the food.
Get out of here.
Yeah, God, you guys are annoying. I don't even want you here.
No, dude, I as someone that had to go through all the freaking wedding stuff and was doing it on a budget, so like I didn't really have a wedding planner helping with all of that.
Right.
This is amazing.
And you guys know I barely am able to keep a 1-day film a month.
Yes, we know.
Scheduled, you guys.
We know.
Right?
We know, Jess.
So if I had to plan
oh
a
my God,
wedding,
I almost called you Jess.
good, she's hot.
Because we didn't recognize you because you're never here.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Jess is usually here.
Go to zola.com/bigmood today and use promo code SAVE50. That's SAVE50 to get 50% off your save the dates. You can also get free personalized paper samples before you purchase. That's zola.com/bigmood and use the promo code SAVE50. That's SAVE50 and plan your wedding.
Hell yeah.
But I was saying about like your coworker. I had a boss like that at a restaurant that I was a hostess at. Some days he would be nice to me, but most of the days he was shitty. And I realized he was nicer to the male hosts. Like I was a host at the front desk, and he would always enforce, why are you wearing like a colored stripe in your shirt? Like you have to be in all black only, all black, non-slip shoes, all black. But my male coworkers would come in with like pink shirts, dress shoes, whatever color shirts. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like why? But he's always on my ass.
Yeah.
He was just so mean to the point where like one day I was like, I told him, I was like, hey, I have a friend who only has a few days left because he's battling cancer. And then one day I told him, I was like, I need to go see my friend, and what so-and-so can cover for me. I need to go because he only has like a couple hours left. And he legit said to me, okay, well, if your friend dies, the world's going to move on. You need to figure out if you want this job or not.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Cold.
Right? And I was like, this is a host job. I was getting paid $7-something an hour. I'm fucking out of here. So I ditched him like in the middle of lunch rush on a Wednesday. And, but I found out why he treated me that way. And it wasn't because of me.
Mm-hmm.
His wife had came in one day and she is just, Larry, like, I want something to eat. Larry, where are you? Like, where's your credit cards? No. He takes care of everything. And I, blah, blah, blah. Put him on the phone right now. She'll call the front desk. Like, where's Larry? Put him on the phone. He was basically her bitch.
Oh.
And so he took it out on all the females at work.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people just treat you shitty sometimes because they got shit going on in their lives and they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
It's crazy.
Or sometimes you
It's
might
not an
remind them.
excuse.
It's not an excuse
Definitely
at all.
not an excuse.
But
it
it
does
help
help for you to deal with it
Yeah.
yourself, so you're not
Instead of
carrying
getting
it.
angry or
Yeah.
like taking it on yourself, you can just feel bad for them.
You know what else bothers me? Another red flag?
What?
People who victimize themselves a lot.
Yes.
That's actually one of the ones I was gonna say too, because
Yeah.
I know, like me myself, I've done that shit in my
Right.
past, and I'm like, oh, yeah, because then people that do that, like they never see exactly. Going back to the other thing about like what's the common denominator here, it's like, yeah, they don't realize that they are the ones that are also attracting a lot of this stuff. Or I'll just use myself as we don't realize that we're using that shit and we're attracting it, and then that's just further bringing everyone else around you down, because then they just have to hear your bullshit or like another situation where you just so happen to be a victim in, and it's just like draining.
And it's like you think you're special.
Right.
because
It's
that's
a
the
form of
really that's the
narcissism.
real like victimhood downfall, is that like you think that you've got it so bad, like you have a special thing that makes you always get the raw end of the deal. Like something about you makes people pick on you or so whatever, that like you are just so special that no one else goes through the same shit that you go through, that no one else could possibly be having a worse day or
True.
you know, have gotten picked on like you, that or have to deal with the things that you had to deal with.
My thing is, God, this just makes me fucking wanna. I had to deal with this.
I love when you just make sounds instead of words.
Have you ever like gone to someone like, hey, I really like Nikki, I really don't like it when you like touch my hair. Can you not do that? And then they just go, oh, so I'm the bad guy all the time. Again, I can't get anything right. Like I'm always so wrong. Like everything I do is just so wrong. I can never get anything right. I'm the bad guy. Like just, I you don't even know how much I go through. Like I'm having such a bad day and you're just making it worse. And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, and that makes people, and
I don't relate to that part.
Younger Gina would be like, okay, maybe I should just not bring up things anymore. And that's what they want.
Yeah.
They want you to
Right.
not call them out on their
They
shit
want
anymore.
to guilt you
That's true.
about something that they did that made you not.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of acknowledging it, they turn the spotlight on themselves. Like, I can never do anything right. And I grew up with a family member like this. I'll just say it's like my aunt or something. Like we'll bring up something. She's like, oh, so you're saying I'm the worst aunt in the world. I'm the worst. Because what they want is for you to be like, no. Oh, no, you're not. I really do like you. Like, okay, then why are you telling me that blah, blah, blah. So younger Gina would have been like, okay, you know, I won't bring this up. No, you're a good person. Like, I didn't say that, you know?
That's a sign of narcissism.
Yeah. And now Gina's like, and I've showed you guys, this was a text message I went through before. Now, for those of you who notice that people are doing that to you, what I do is I call them out. I'm like, this is what you're doing. You're gaslighting me. You're manipulating me. It's a manipulative tactic.
Yeah.
It's a very common manipulation.
It's called
tactic.
something. I just can't remember what it's
forgot
called.
what it was, too.
Yeah.
But it is a very common manipulating tactic. So what I do is I call them out on it. I'm like, no, what you're doing is manipulating me right now, trying to play victim, and I am going to choose to not engage in this conversation until you know how to speak to me properly. And I just leave. And that forces them, like they can't use that anymore. But that has become one of my biggest pet peeves ever.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of victim that I was thinking of. But oh my God, yeah, I've dealt with people like that where it's like, are we never going to move past the fact that you feel like it's a really annoying trait for sure. But the kind that I was more describing, this is who I used to be. I used to be a person that I would talk to a particular friend, and this person would tell me like something good that's happening in your life, because every time we talk, you just tell me everything that's bad. And I know like that's the particular like victim one that I was talking about it's
a drain.
Yeah, it's so draining. That's what I was referring to with like, it's really fucking draining, and I try my best to not be that kind of person anymore, because I realized that I actually absorb that from my family. Like every time I'm around a particular side of the family, like it got to a point where I was like, stop, we're not saying anything, like we're not complaining about anything anymore. Today is this day and we're gonna have a good time. Like we're here at this place and we're gonna have a great time, and for the next like at least an hour, you cannot say anything negative. They couldn't even last like 5 minutes. And then they started again. And I was just like, this is where I get it from. This is literally where I absorbed it from. And I every time I try to, every time I catch myself reverting back to that habit, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be that person. Everything's great. Nothing's wrong. Like, or, you know, like not that I'm suppressing it, but like.
You're just making a change. Sometimes you have to overcompensate in order to like make that change happen.
For sure.
I knew a guy like that. And I shit you not, this is a conversation that I remembered. This is back when I was 20, and I will always remember this conversation.
That was a long time ago.
It was last year.
It's like so long ago.
She's older than me.
What?
Ancient.
But I never age. I would never get old. I would never do that.
But I will never forget this conversation, because it was like the last straw with this guy. He was like a new guy in our group of friends, and so we were looking at puppy pictures, like, oh my God, this is so cute. And then all of a sudden he goes, I was never allowed to have a puppy because my family was poor. And then what are we supposed? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I guess we'll stop looking at puppy pictures now.
That shit cracks me up. I know I've done some shit like that too. I know I have. That's so fucking funny.
I used to do that shit as a joke. Like when people were talking about friends or parties, I'd be like, must be nice to have friends.
Yeah, like that.
like a joke, but not like
Dead serious.
not for real.
funny.
And I remember I was just like, all right, I can't do this, because I noticed it a lot of times before too, but that one was just like, shut up, broke boy, I don't care. You know?
It's like, let me drain any ounce of happiness in
It's
this
like
room.
What we do in the shadows, the energy
Yes,
vampires.
energy vampire, dude.
Evie, the one's
Exactly.
like, my boyfriend ran over my cat. Like, just energy vampires.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real. I mean, there's a whole SNL skit, that Debbie Downer skit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
How about some?
Oh, I got another one.
Yeah.
I got another red flag. When people make you feel guilty for spending time with other people.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
That is like a huge red flag.
Wait, can you give an example?
Yeah. So, well, this one's a relationship one, but like I had a boyfriend where if I was going to go spend time with my best friend, then he would be like, oh, but I thought we were going to eat lunch together. Like, didn't you say that we were going to eat lunch together? And I was like, wait, no, but I told you I had plans with my friend already. And he was like, oh, okay, then go.
Ugh.
Have fun.
Oof.
Whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'll cancel, because obviously I didn't want to upset him. So I'm like, okay, fine, then I'll try to cancel. But then he would do this frequently to the point where I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, I don't even care if you get upset anymore because I need to go see my friend. Like, this is ridiculous. You're trying to separate me from my friend. And he would do this with my family too. Like, he'd be like, oh, so you're going to go visit your mom? Oh, I thought we were going to go to my parents' house. And I'm like, you see your parents every fucking week. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? But yeah, it was really controlling. Like that controlling
The
behavior.
controlling, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yikes. Because, okay, I needed an example because I feel like, so I wrote down a lot of like red flags for dating like romantic relationships, but I feel like a lot of them, if they're not flat out toxic behaviors, like, narcissistic, controlling behavior. Yeah, physical abuse, like abusive behaviors. A lot of red flags, I think, just come from people having two different sets of expectations. So maybe like if you're like the type of person that really wants a relationship, like a long-term relationship, and the other person just wants a fuck buddy, sometimes there's just a difference in like expectations. And so this person might see the fuck buddy person as like a red flag when really they just want completely different things.
Yeah. Right.
And vice versa. Like if somebody just wants to have sex and then they're dating like someone that wants to settle down, they might see the marriage stuff as a red flag when it's
Right.
like it's just a different set of expectations.
It comes down to
So-
communication with that.
Definitely. And so with the spending time with other people, I used to feel like, or at least the person I was dating made me feel like I was guilting him into spending more time with me, but it was more that he would break dates. Like he would, we had an expected thing, or like I thought it was a mutually agreed upon, like, hey, on Wednesday
Yeah.
we're gonna have a date, and then he would ditch me to go with his best friend, and then I would bring up like, hey, like you hung out with your best friend Monday, Saturday, Friday, like you told me that we had Wednesday, and then
Right.
you blew me off. And so I feel like that stuck with me. Like he would make me feel like I was the bad guy for guilting him, even
Yeah.
though he was the one breaking promises.
Yeah, that makes
Right.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's breaking like an agreed upon event, then that's fucked up. for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, no, with my example though, like I had already had my event plans and then they would try to guilt me out of it.
I hate that.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of the guy. Remember that shitty dude I dated briefly that I ditched in the middle of Arizona?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was always like, my ex-girlfriend would have done it.
Oof.
Ooh, I've had one of those
Yeah.
too.
I'm like, okay, then go to your ex-girlfriend. The fuck? Or
Yeah.
like the final straw was when I had told him weeks ago, like, I can't go to visit your family, like in your hometown. And he was like, okay, I mean, I guess I'll just hang out with my ex-girlfriend while I'm there. And it's just like,
Yikes.
shut the
Ew.
fuck up, you fucking 5'6" bitch. Like, this is why, man. This is why. I mean, shout out to my short kings out there, but not specifically not that one.
Yeah, there are some nice short guys
They
out
are.
there.
There are. But yeah, the whole like, well, I mean, I need a lot of attention.
This
But-
is true, but you communicate that. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like I think it's
communicate
all about communications. If you get together with somebody and you both are
Right.
very aware of each other's needs and wants,
We'll die.
and then if they don't, if this one person doesn't hold up their end of the bargain, I think it's grounds to be like, hey,
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm also very reasonable too. Like family comes first. You
Yeah.
know, like that's fine. Like hang out with your friends. I don't demand sorry. I don't demand 100% attention. I just like a good amount of attention. And then I've been going to therapy. Awesome.
Nice.
And my therapist said, like, I guarantee you, and I will put money on it, I'll bet any amount of money on it, that if you demanded someone's 100% attention and they gave it to you, they will eventually grow to resent you. And she's like, I will put any amount of money on that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay.
Wait, what do you mean
100%?
100%?
Like 100%. Like 100% is in like, okay, yeah, I won't hang out with my friends. I'll hang out with you instead. And that
Oh,
will grow resentment
yeah,
over
for
time.
sure.
Yeah. So you're getting your 100% attention, but it's going to get bad. You know, because
Yeah.
people have their own lives. They are their own people too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I could never. I don't think I can only date someone that doesn't require a lot of attention.
Right.
Because I need my sleep, man, and
Us sleepy girls, man.
mattresses need to be very comfortable,
They
especially when they're
do.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I got a mattress for you, Nikki.
What do you got?
I got purple
Purple.
purple mattress. You guys have heard me say this before on the show, but I've had my purple mattress for I think now 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, something like that, for a long time, and I'm absolutely in love with my purple mattress. It's so comfortable. It has the purple grid, which sets the purple mattress apart from every other mattress. It's patented comfort technology that instantly adapts to your body's natural shape and sleep
Do
style.
they do the egg test with that?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
actually what sold me. It was a
It's the most
Facebook
90s
ad.
thing.
Yeah.
Most 90s thing. The cup of wine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. No, but yeah, this egg thing, they actually put an egg on the purple grid and then they do like, they try smashing it with various objects, even like a refrigerator at one point, I think, and the egg won't crack.
Like mattress, egg, fridge.
The purple grid, which is inside the mattress.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then,
Ooh.
yeah, it wouldn't crack. So I was just like, oh, I'm sold. And that's why I bought it off of a Facebook
With the
ad a
amount
long
of
time
rough
ago.
sex that I have, if that means I won't crack my skull open,
You
this
will
might
not.
be good. This
You
might
will
be good
not,
for me.
girl.
I kind of want to crack my back sometime.
But yeah,
that'd be
so
good.
this purple grid here, it has 1,800 open air channels designed to neutralize body heat, and purple provides a cooling effect other mattresses can't replicate. So this cutting edge technology doesn't stop with the mattresses. Every purple pillow is engineered with the grid for total head and neck support and absolute airflow, so you're always on the cool side of the pillow. So, experience the purple grid and you'll sleep like never before. Go to purple.com/bigmood10 and use promo code BIGMOOD10 for a limited time. You'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That's purple.com/bigmood10. Promo code BIGMOOD10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Terms apply.
Nice. You know what else you do on a mattress?
Ooh.
Cry.
Baby making.
Ah, okay.
That's
That's,
right.
that's more fun.
Baby making. Do you even know if you can make a baby? I don't know,
God, I hope
because
not.
I mean we all think we can. All of us think we can, and then we don't know because then we don't know if our fertility is good.
That's
but
true, because I made a baby when I was 18. I'm 31 now, and I'm trying to make more babies, and I don't know what's happening.
I pull out and leave it up to God.
You pull out. I think you're doing it wrong.
That's what's happening.
That's why.
Yeah. So modern fertility is awesome because the traditional guidance with fertility has always been just wait and see. Like that's literally
Yeah.
what my doctor told me. He's like, you're trying to get pregnant. Okay, like do it for 6 months and just like see what happens.
My
and
doctor told me a year.
oh,
Yeah, she was like, just do a year and then come back.
she got sick of people complaining. But now we have tools to help us plan for and track almost everything in our lives. So just waiting and seeing about fertility just isn't good enough anymore. That's why modern fertility was created. It's easy and affordable, and it's a way to test your fertility hormones at home with a simple
Symbol.
a simple finger
simple-
prick.
You sound like a fortune teller. A simple thing will get you pregnant.
Finger prick. Give me your finger.
finger.
Mail it in with a prepaid label, and you'll get your personalized results within 10 days.
How do you take it? What do you do?
Well,
Prick your finger.
Oh God, I thought you were
simple
joking.
finger
The
prick.
finger.
Oh, this is like some
prick your
Sleeping
finger.
Beauty stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
You really, because yeah. Okay. So traditional testing with your doctor can cost over $1,000, but modern fertility only costs $159 to get the same information. Also, if you have an HSA or an FSA, those are health savings accounts, you can use those dollars on modern fertility.
Oh, that's
Which is
cool.
awesome, because usually those are for medical emergencies, but this could be considered a medical thing. So you get insight to how many eggs you have, hormone levels, other important fertility factors. The results go really deep into what every hormone means. So you can also talk one-on-one with a fertility nurse to review your results and options for next steps.
Dude, I'm excited. So I have modern fertility waiting at home for me because you
Me
have to take
too.
it. You have to take the finger prick test on your 3rd day of your period, and I just started mine, so I'm like waiting for the 3rd day so I could turn it in.
You're 1 day behind me, so mine's tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm so excited to see what my results are going to say.
too.
This is really interesting.
Wow, you can tell all that just from a little bit of blood from your finger?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You got the whole world inside your finger.
That's so neat.
Right now, Modern Fertility is offering our listeners $20 off the test when you go to modernfertility.com/mood. That means your test will cost $139 instead of the hundreds or thousands it could cost at a doctor's office. Get $20 off your fertility test when you go to modernfertility.com/mood, modernfertility.com/mood.
Ooh, modern fertility putting them fertility doctors out of business.
That's a lot of
Ooh.
doll.
That's a lot of doll hairs.
Doctor hairs.
Doctor doll hairs. They have enough doll hairs.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting with like attention because in like a romantic relationship, I like a lot of attention. But with you guys, you've seen I require very low maintenance friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys see me very little, but it's not even just you guys. Like my best friend from high school lives literally 2 miles from me. She sees me like once every 3 months. So at the same time too, when it comes to attention, you need to know if the other person is even able to give you that sort of attention because it might not be in them, you know?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because like as a partner, if I was dating you, like if I was a very strikingly handsome, rich doctor man and I was dating you, I honestly cannot. I just can't give people that much attention.
Right.
Like even Steve and I, we won't see each other. Like we both work from home and we live together and we're home all day. I won't see them for like 3 days because I just need space.
Wow.
Like I need to be able to recharge alone so that I can give you all of me. And if I'm having to spend every moment with you or like multiple days in a row, you're getting a thinner and thinner amount of my personality, so you're getting not quality hangout time. And I think my love language is quality time, so if I have to spread it super thin, then we're just not gonna get quality. And so love languages are so important.
Yes.
Because the praise one, I can't praise.
Oh yeah, words of affirmation.
Really bad at the words of
Really?
affirmation one.
Me neither. I
Because
can't do
if I say it like once or even like multiple times, I assume that you now know forever that I feel that way.
Right.
Like unless something changes, that like you went up an even higher notch, then I'll praise you again. But then that's it. Like that's no more. Like you already know that I think that's cool.
She told Steve, "I love you" once. 80 years later, he's like, "I never heard
We
it
usually
again."
say I love you a lot. Love is like I could express feelings,
Right.
but like if I have to validate you for something that you've done, I can't do. I can say I appreciate you. Like if he does dishes, I can say like, "Oh my god, I appreciate you so much." That I have no problem with. But it's like it's more about when they need validation for accomplishing things.
That's a red flag, you guys. You see that?
Yeah, right. She's a huge red flag.
Nikki's just a
I
huge
can
red
if
flag.
you
I'm just
are
kidding.
a praise words of affirmation person, we cannot date. And I'm looking to date.
She's on the market.
Oh my god, I don't have a wedding ring on. Oh, that really does look like that. I'm so sorry, Steve. I
Start
love
the
you so
rumors.
much. I love
Start
you
the
so-
rumors now. I'm gonna start the rumors. I'm gonna start it in the comments.
I actually took a shower today for you.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna
I
start.
took my wedding ring off.
I'm gonna start a rumor comment
Oh man.
in the chat. Steve and Nikki are breaking
I
up.
gotta kiss ass now.
Because you've been looking.
Yeah. But
Oh,
not
no.
really.
I think I'm like the attention I need is more like a part of me, it's like, I want to be under your skin and wear you.
Oh.
But for the most part, it's
That's not a red flag.
no.
No, that's a green flag. She loves you.
Yeah, she loves you. She
fine.
wants to be underneath
Just
your
under
skin.
your skin. I'm
like
not
a
gonna,
pimple.
Yeah.
Like the ones that don't pop.
Yeah. Right. I just want to be in there. I won't touch anything, I promise. I just want to be there, you know? But I think my intention is more like, there's a comedian that said it too. It's I want to just be in the same room as you. I don't need to constantly be interacting. Like, you can just be in the same room, hang out somewhere in the vents or something, like just fucking whatever, you know? And that's what I like just to be in each other's general vicinities, you know? So that's cool. No, you have to have your own thing. Oh.
Yeah, because I don't like hearing him cough. Like, I don't want to.
Are you sure you guys are in love?
I fucking love him, but we're the same. Like,
Right.
we are very like independent people, and then when we do come together, it's so much fun.
Right.
But I was exaggerating about 3 days. It's more like a whole day. Like, we have separate offices, and the warehouse set up right now is so perfect because I'm all the way up top to the right. He's all the way at the bottom to the left in a part of the house that's like almost disconnected from the rest of the house.
It's such a strange room.
Yeah.
It's so
Like,
strange.
you cannot hear anyone if you're in those two rooms. We have to call each other if we want each other. But I will say, I'll go to him if I need a hug, and he will always be there to give me a hug. And then I go, okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that's
cute.
exactly just all I need.
Okay.
Like, even like if I text you like, hey, and just be like, what's up? Be like, okay, I miss you. Okay, bye. Like this. That's
that's fine.
yeah, just a little.
Just like not.
Yeah.
I can't like physically be there
Right.
all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I do
I'm
need.
like in between of both of you. I think because Casey and I, we work at home and we're home all day, every day. And actually Isaac too, like during the week he's
who's a
with us
teenager
too.
now? Gross.
Who's
Yeah.
a full-blown teenager now.
Ugh.
Now we have like another man living
How
in
did
the
that
house.
I
happen?
know.
I
Remember
don't
when he
know.
was like this small?
I know.
And I was able to like punt him across
I know
the
you
room.
met him when he was like 5, dude.
Yeah.
So crazy. But anyway, so yeah, so then it's like all three of us at home all day, every day. And for the most part, Isaac's in his room almost the whole day. Isaac actually is the one that will come to us. Like, he's always like taking breaks, and he'll come, he'll give us a hug, or he'll be like, oh, what are you up to, or whatever. And like, now that he has his phone, like he'll just like use his phone next to me, and if I'm in the office, then he'll just be there with us. But for the most part, Casey tends to spend the most time downstairs in the kitchen, and like he'll be on his laptop, and then I'll be in the office. So like that's kind of like where we have our designated areas in the house. But every meal we eat together, and then like every break or whatever, we're always like checking in with each other and trying to see like, oh, what are you up to? Oh yeah, I'm doing this or whatever. So it's like I kind of like have my alone time, but then I kind of don't because they're still in the house, and I still like go and interact with them a lot.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right.
I don't like how if I'm in the kitchen because I have to eat because my stomach is making me eat, like I hate that it interrupts my schedule. And while I'm there, I'm just trying to get it done as fast as possible and not lose my train of thought. And then Steve thinks that I'm on a break. And so he starts talking to me and it's interrupting all of my thoughts.
Oh, geez.
And then I'm trying not to like snap because I don't want him to feel bad. That's like probably the hardest part
Yeah.
of like the interactions where I'm like, because he's like you, where he's like, oh, we can talk now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we can't. I can't hear you right now. Like, I have so many thoughts in here.
I can't date you, Nikki. I would
couldn't.
lose my shit. Why don't you love
It's
me?
so sweet too. Like, he'll just be like, oh, did you hear this? I'm like, I'm hungry and I need to think about things.
Oh, jeez.
That's why in dating, it's like nice because like you don't see that part. Like, we meet up at our pre-planned time and I'm very prepared for it because I got all the other stuff out of the way, and like you never see that.
Right.
But then, you live together and it's like, oh shit.
I think Casey's more like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey is. I think he's like that. Because sometimes I'll come up to him and he'll just be like lost in thought, and I'm like, "Did you hear what I said?"
Nope.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I heard the blah blah blah," and I'm like, Nope, you didn't hear me. It's okay. Bye.
Don't you love when people repeat just the last words of what you said
I'm like,
and act like they heard
I
you?
totally know that you did not hear me.
Or I hate when you ask them, like, did you hear what I said? And they actually did, and they recite everything, and then I feel like an asshole. You shut up. Stop listening to me.
That would happen
Jerk.
to you.
I know, right?
Oh my God. No, for me, I love that. I'm like, good job, gold star. Okay, let's keep going. Like, nice, you were listening.
I don't like being wrong.
Same. If I'm going to call you out snarkily, I better be right.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you listen to me?
Cheeky. Ruined it.
So how about the more surface red flags? Like, for instance, if he's rude to a waiter during a date.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
no.
Yeah, that's a
I think all of us has worked in service.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's actually, that was like one on my list. The being rude to a waiter. I don't know where my list went. Fuck my list.
Suck it.
I need lists.
Personality type A. There
So
you
I
go.
organize my thoughts.
true.
See, when I didn't do the lists, when I wasn't the type A, I didn't graduate yet. My life was a fucking mess. It was so jumbled. And then I'm like, okay, a list. A list, it helps so much.
I have laundry sitting in clean laundry that has not been folded in 2 months.
I do that.
Yeah.
It's hard when you don't deem the things as important. So like, certain things that are really important to others. And actually this relates because you just have to agree with your partner on your values and your morals and your lifestyle. And then things will be great. And you have to be physically attracted. But if one of those things is off, that's where you're going to have problems. And I think it's great because Steve and I are very similar with all of the things. And I don't see wrinkled clothes as a problem. I don't see I never used to see clutter as a problem until we moved somewhere that I really like the aesthetic of, and then now I really get bothered by clutter because I worked on this.
Right.
Like,
dude, that's
The House of Limo.
house.
The House of Limo looks great. By the way,
Thank
follow it on
you.
Instagram.
Yeah,
House of Limo.
looks really good.
Nice.
but the rooms I
it's
didn't
not,
work
it's not
on,
House of Green. It's just Limo. By the way. It's just her place.
I actually do have an Instagram registered of House of Green, and then I changed it to House of Limo, so I have both.
Just imagine today I set up 6 cans of Monster Energy on the table. One knocked over. That's the
so
House of
funny.
Green.
That is the House of Green. If you go to
30
Steve's
underwear.
office, that's exactly what it
Yeah,
looks like.
it's all dark.
Empty Tabasco sauce bottles, Monster Energy drinks everywhere.
I just love how the Tabasco sauce bottles complement the colors of the stains on the wall of the House of Green.
And dishes piling up in there.
love it.
It's all part of the aesthetic.
Yeah. But I didn't do that room, so it's fine. Those are the rules. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. More red flags. I'm trying to think because for me,
Showing up late, I have a huge problem with.
oof, yeah, don't look at me.
Not for friendships, unless it's like we're getting our nails done and we have to be there at a certain appointment time or whatever. But I think broken promises is just something I struggle with a lot, and I read that that is actually part of the quality time love language.
Oh, no wonder it bothers me a lot.
Yeah, because it's like you want actions to mean something, or like your words to line up with the actions. So when people talk a big game and they have a lot of words, like I dated this one guy who would plan the best dates verbally. Like he would tell me all these cool things we should do, and then we'd set the date, and then something would always happen and we didn't do it. And I was like, man, you're so like, this is what I want, but then your actions are completely opposite, and it would hurt because it's like then it develops trust issues, and it also
Can't
I
depend on
feel
them.
unloved. I don't feel
True.
loved. I feel like I'm not important to you because you promised me this thing and then you didn't follow through. And it doesn't have to be big promises, but just like even showing up.
Right.
Like I remember when Steve and I first started dating, I thought that he was doing this. And
that one night.
With the taquitos. And I broke up with we hadn't even officially dated yet, but I was just like, no, fuck you. I thought you were going to be like the best ever. And you have this, telltale sign that is just a huge red flag. He's like, I'm on my way. Never showed up. Who says I'm on my way and then you never show up?
Oh, I would lose it.
And then I was
did that to me
I was
early
calling him
too.
so much. No answer, nothing. I was like, this guy is a piece of work. He really tricked me on that first date. And then I found out it's still not okay that he fell asleep, but he apologized profusely.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen the look on his face when he woke up.
Oh my
and
God.
realize,
Oh,
shit,
no.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Me
does
too.
that happen from I'm on my way to let me take a nap?
Because
Right?
he lies. He still he says I'm on my way. You're not even out of your house yet.
Yeah.
But he does that, and that actually did bother me for a while in our relationship. Because I'd see him do it to other people and be like, I'm on my way, and we're like not even close to leaving yet. And I'm like, why do you say that? Like, why do you even tell them that? To me, it's a broken promise.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's like, if I'm gonna be late, I just would rather say, oh hey, I'm gonna be 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Right.
But I don't like the disconnect in communication. And
Yeah.
he's changed that since then. But
Right.
in his eyes, he just didn't want to disappoint them.
Oh,
So he was
yeah.
like,
Oh.
oh, like I want them to know, like I care about them, and I'm like I'm putting in effort, like I remember this thing that I'm supposed to be at, like I'm there. But yeah, in my eyes it was like, no, that's dishonest.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see it that way too, exactly that same way. But yeah, because like when Casey and I first started dating too, he actually did that too, but it wasn't for something so innocent like that.
Oh.
He was actually he was hanging out with other people, and
Death.
I'm like, really?
Death.
I hate
I think it was my birthday too, actually.
Death.
What?
Yeah.
Super death.
I think
Deather
it
than
How
death.
did he not death?
Kill him to death.
Was it my birthday? Yeah, no. On my birthday, he was supposed to come at a certain time, and he didn't show up till like 3 hours later or something. I was like, damn. And I was
call
gonna
him.
break up with him too because I was early on in our relationship.
I'm gonna
How
call
do
him
these
right now.
guys get away with it?
I'm gonna call him right now.
No, don't
yell
call
at
him.
him.
It's okay. No,
He
he's
won't
a
even
good
know why.
boy
He
now.
won't even know why.
He won't
He's
know
a good
why.
boy now.
She's
he's
waiting
made
to be a
amends.
bitch. Just let her be a bitch.
I've been so good.
Be a bitch to some other guy.
Fine.
He made amends. He doesn't deserve it.
I dated a guy like that. This was not just one time thing, but this was my learning experience because then I was able to see it in the next guy that was repeating those same patterns. But he would say, oh, I can't hang out, I'm going to bed. And then I would get drunken voicemails at 3 a.m. with like people in the
no.
background and him like saying he misses me and stuff. I'm
Yikes.
like, what? Why would you sell yourself out first?
What an idiot.
Yeah.
What a moron.
Multiple times. And he would do this thing where he would be like, oh, let's hang out. I get all ready. And then he goes, oh, I'm actually too tired. And he goes and he's going to bed. And then you get a voicemail that's like him hanging out with people.
That's so
Drives
funny.
me fucking crazy. You made me waste my makeup. You
Oh,
didn't even
no.
take me out. You broke a promise. And then you're hanging out with other people. So many
Damn.
red flags.
I think another one of mine is like when they talk about their past relationships and they're like, yeah, you know, like my ex-girlfriend, like she always has like some trust issues with me. She always thought I was doing something when I didn't. And I'm just like, this can go both ways because either one, she could have trust issues, or two, what did you do to give her these trust issues? So that's a hard one for me to determine.
Yeah. Are you a type of person that plants seeds to
Right.
manipulate, or are you just trying to be openly
Exactly.
communicate? Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally get that because the guy that cheated on me was like, did that where he was like, I would never cheat on anybody. One time my girlfriend thought that I was,
Right.
and da, like that kind of shit. And then he did the same fucking thing.
Right.
Oof.
So it's like, but I feel, but I've been on the other side too. I remember when I was younger, this guy's like, you're a very hard person to trust to date. And I'm like, why? He goes, you know, just what you do for a living. And like, you got multiple guys messaging you all the time. So throughout that relationship, he didn't trust me at all. And he, you know, and I was just like, I'm one of two places, playing games or sleeping, you know?
Yep.
So it's really hard for me to kind of like, it's not like a red flag. It's more like it's kind of pinkish,
Yeah.
you know? Because it's like,
salmon.
yeah.
Or it's just lifestyles don't match up for you.
Yeah. So
So-
it's like, is it your ex that was the problem or was it you? But yeah.
Yeah, trust is huge, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anything
I mean,
that
that could even go with like
breaks it.
friendships too,
Friendships?
though. Because
Yeah.
then, like, when people will start saying, like, "Oh yeah, I had like a previous friendship, like in elementary school or whatever,"
Yeah.
where it's like, "Yeah, I wasn't able to." That person wasn't able to trust me, or they would blame me on dating their boyfriend or some other crazy shit. Where I'm like, "Wait, what? How did that even get to that point?" Because I've had situations where people end up telling me like, yeah, I didn't understand how my friendship, bless you,
Thank you.
how like my friendship with this previous person ended up falling out because they were blaming me for going behind their back and doing other things. But I'm like, where did they even get the idea from then? Where is even like, where's the seed of thought here? Like,
Right.
I don't understand.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
Which one's
yeah.
the crazy? There's so many different things that could be red flags, but I think it all comes down to communication and don't be a dick. Don't be abusive.
Be nice to waiters.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie, cheat, or steal.
Yeah, because the truth always comes out, no matter what. Like, no matter fucking what, the truth always comes out.
And then just make sure with your partner that you guys are in alignment, and that your expectations are set.
And don't talk to Nikki when she's eating.
Don't fucking talk to me at all.
So there's a lot of red flags out there. There's a lot of red flags out there, but we hope that the few that we gave you helps you out, and maybe while listening to this, something pops up in your head like, oh my God, I've dealt with this before, and now you know, and now you know.
Or ooh, I accidentally did that.
Or I do that. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Pick up on the patterns.
Yep. Because I mean, we're all at fault. Some of us, like, we've done some of these before.
Yeah. It's just that you learn from it. Like you're self-aware. You're like, oh shit, that hurts people, and then you learn from it, and you don't do it again.
Exactly. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up or 5 stars on everything the hell.
Everything.
If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, look at the description box below. All of our stuff's there. Leave a comment. Actually, leave a comment and tell me what your red flags are.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know there's so many more. And I walked into this video, like, when I was driving here, I was like, oh, I'm going to say this and this and this. And then I literally sit down and I'm like, blank.
You went blank.
Nothing's
It's been a
there.
while. We're rusty, okay? Give us a break. Jess isn't here either.
Right?
Hopefully she'll be back soon. We
Yeah.
love you, Jess. And we love all of you.
Yeah.
Putas.
Putas? You putas?
You putas.
Some fruta for my putas.
Putitas.
Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you guys next week. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.